Hello there, Scorpio. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your tarot and astrology reading for the month of May 2020. Thank you so much for joining me today. To all my new and returning subscribers, as well as people who are brand new to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in today. First, I want to say to people who have been watching me for a while, I'm so sorry I did not post mid-month readings for April. I have just been really busy with more personal readings, and I've really needed to just take time to do that, as well as make sure to rest more and just take care of myself, because I have been working hard. But yeah, what I'm going to do now for probably the foreseeable future is I'm going to shift to doing, just kind of one bigger reading for all the signs at the start of the month, one large general reading, and then I'll be doing my full moon readings. If I can do mid-month sometimes, especially when there's a lot of planetary activity, I'll be doing those updates when I can. And also what I really want to get into doing more of is love and relationship readings, because a lot of people are interested in that, and these are big times where a lot of relationship stuff, issues are coming up. So that's kind of my plan for the future, guys. So let's see. First, a few quick notes, as always, that this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Scorpio out there. If the messages make sense to you, they're meant for you. If they don't make sense to you, kick them on out to another Scorpio, or you can come back and watch this in a week or so. It may make more sense then. This will mostly be corresponding with Scorpio Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, so do check the positions in your chart. And this is also perfect for all Scorpio cross-watchers who want to hang out and spy on their Scorpio today. So if you're interested in a personal reading, if you're interested in any of the card decks that I use throughout my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and listings are in the description box. Also, do be sure to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. Also, give it that Dragon Claw up by clicking the like button and let me know you enjoy this content. Woo! So with all that out of the way, Scorpio, let's see what's going on with you. Your astrology right now, we are in the time of Taurus, and Taurus is your opposition sign. So you're getting a lot of kind of balancing act energy going on for this month of May. The other thing that I'm going to point out that's really big is Venus is in Gemini. The reason that this is important is partly because we are going to have a Venus retrograde starting this month. We get one of those about every 2 years. Venus doesn't go retrograde that often, but when it does, it's very important to our relationships and how we go back and reflect, review, and recover from anything that's been difficult in love. So that's definitely coming up for everybody, and that will be hitting your universal house of the 8th. That is the Scorpio house. So Scorpio, Venus will be in that house until the beginning of August for you. So I would say that there is a lot of deep healing, emotionally, psychologically coming up for you in the areas of love. And that's not just for this month, but it's going through the summer. So definitely there's that. And also because it is in the sign of Gemini, there's a lot of communication. There's a lot of talking. There's a lot of working it out mentally. And that does have a deep effect, funny enough, on the stronger, deeper held emotions. So very powerful time of healing and rebalancing any personal relationships, not just loved ones, but family dynamics, friend dynamics, working partnerships. All of that comes up under the rulership of Venus. I would also say that you were probably having some of your long-held ideas and beliefs challenged at this time because Saturn is in the first few degrees of Aquarius. That is definitely a challenging position to Scorpio. So, anything that you feel like, you've been holding on to, potentially outdated ideas, patterns, etc., all of that's going to get shaken. All of that's going to get questioned, and you may find yourself going, you know what, does that really serve my, future the best? Does that serve my foundations and my stability and ability to grow the best? So you may be really getting challenged on some old ideas there, Scorpio. This is going to be a very interesting month. Definitely one of balancing relationships. That's a huge element for you right now. Your ruling planet, Pluto, actually just went retrograde as well. So that's going to be on a retrograde for 5 months. Whenever that's moving retrograde, we all feel it. But Scorpio, because it's your ruling planet, you will feel it even more. It is retrograde in the last couple degrees of Capricorn. Capricorn actually is not a bad, placement for you, but what it's going to do is really going to go back, and we're going to be revisiting some of those deep secrets, deep mysteries. A lot of things will be revealed. A lot of things will come to light. And you may have those big moments of awareness like, wow, I've been working on this forever, or I've been wanting to know what something is about forever, and suddenly it becomes clear to you. So very, very strong month of May here for you, Scorpio. So let's dig into your cards. I'm going to do a few major themes. Let's pull start out with a major arcana card, some oracle, and we're going to do a full Celtic Cross tarot spread with 2 different decks. So let's get into it. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the sun, moon, Venus, and rising sign of Scorpio. Please bless their energy and protect them as well as my own throughout the session. And please bring clear, accurate messages through for their highest good. Thank you so much. Ooh, yes! Scorpio, that devil's coming through, and that, funny enough, is Capricorn energy from that devil card. This could, again, be really challenging some of those old held beliefs, because Capricorn energy, Saturn energy, like I said, Saturn rules Capricorn, and it is challenging you this month, especially earlier degree Scorpios. Like if you're born in October, you'll definitely be feeling this more. But the devil, is all about things that have held you in bondage, things that have kind of enslaved or trapped you. It's kind of like being on a treadmill. It's like, think about the negative sides of Capricorn, just kind of working monotonously, and it's not really rewarding your soul or fulfilling your heart, but you just, going through the motions because that's just the way you've always done it. So, to me, when that comes up, it's really getting challenged. It's like you can free yourself from bondage, addiction, obsession, old compulsions that you've had for a long time. So it's actually very powerful. I'm never afraid of that devil. I'm a Capricorn, so, hey, that's my card. Nothing I can do about that. I always say that's the funniest thing is Capricorn and Scorpio, right? It's like death and the devil. It's like, woohoo, here we are. Doom and gloom. But you know what? Those are such important cards in the tarot. Wow, they are very deep, can be extremely transformative, and really bring us into a deeper awareness of ourselves. So that's a positive as far as I can see always. So let's pull a chakra and crystal card. We're going to see which crystal or gemstone is best for you to work with through this month of May, and see which chakra is coming up to be healed. All right, guys, so there it comes. This is one of my favorite stones too. This is the Kunzite. Kunzite is kind of a little bit more of an expensive stone, so actually I don't think I have any like large piece of Kunzite, but something, of course, you can always use in its place is the rose quartz, which is very easy to get a hold of. But if you can get some Kunzite, that would be even better. But this is all about the third eye, so the third eye and the heart chakra. So this is a balance between, clearing out the mental body, also the emotional body, and the emotional heart center. This also has the keyword of children on this card. So for any of those out there with children, this could also be healing connections with them. And I would say for anybody that's not the case, this could be some deep inner child work, old wounds, old baggage, old, emotional issues or psychological, wounds from childhood could be coming up very strongly to be healed here. What a beautiful card. Love that stone. Just feels so good. Just even looking at it on the card feels good. So let's pull a card from the Druid Animal Oracle. Let's see which animal spirit's coming up for you. Ooh, my favorite. Ah, is the fire dragon. There's 4 dragons in this particular deck. The rest are regular animals that we, encounter all the time. But this one is the fire dragon. And so to me, this is passion. It's dynamic energy. This is boldness, self-confidence, creativity coming very strongly to the surface. The dragons in this deck are always points of power. So Scorpio, this is turning into a very powerful reading. And of course, I love the dragons, and I am a fire dragon. That is my element in the Chinese astrology, because no matter what animal year you're born in Chinese astrology, you always have a personal element as well. Mine is the fire one, so I'm loving that. So let's get into the Faerie Oracle. We're in the month of May. May is super earthy. It's very connected to that element of earth. And the fairies are very, powerful earth spirits. So let's pull in and see what message that they have for you. Look at that, Scorpio. What did I say about the Kunzite was possible inner child work? Oh, so there, wow, that makes me emotional. I feel that. Yeah, this is some major inner child work that could be going on this month. So the fairies of playfulness remind you, make time to embrace your inner child. Playfulness keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. So for you, yes, definitely embrace that playfulness. But, if this goes deeper, which I know for Scorpio, it almost always does go very deep. To me, this is also about really healing some old wounds, any old damage or any old, issues. Or if, one of your parents or both have passed on, and you really want to get messages to or back and forth from them, that could be, big time communication from your loved ones and ancestors coming through as well. So, whew, powerful, powerful. Let's get into your tarot, guys. Let's see what's coming up for the month of May for my Scorpios. Oh, so strong. My goodness. All right. Yep. So I will be actually, for the main spread, I'm using the Tarot of Dreams, and for the clarifier, I'm using the Rider-Waite. So let's go ahead and dig right in. So Scorpio, interesting enough, right at the center of your reading for this month is the Judgment card, and to me the Judgment card is like the higher vibration of the Death card. The Death card is ruled by Scorpio, the Judgment card is ruled by Pluto, which is your ruling planet. So, to me, Judgment coming through, yeah, there's the little symbol for Pluto. I love these cards because they have the planet symbols and the astrology symbols on them. But so to me, Judgment is, that element of rebirth. And Scorpio, you are a very deep sign, very, strong, very complex emotionally, because you really do embody, those cycles of, birth, life, sexuality, death, and then rebirth. Those are really your themes. And so the Judgment card is all about that phoenix from the ashes, that rebirth time, when things really are reborn and made new. So to me, the month of May, there's some kind of major renewal, some kind of huge rebirth that's really, really coming full circle for you. And look at that with the Wheel of Fortune coming up on top. And your sign is embodied in the Wheel of Fortune as well. See the little eagle right up at the top corner here? That is a symbol of Scorpio. The eagle is one of the Scorpio animal symbols. If you didn't know, that is like really what's considered the higher vibration of Scorpio. It's like if you really ascend as a Scorpio, there's 3 symbols actually. It's the lizard, the scorpion, and the eagle. And the eagle is the highest vibration that a Scorpio can attain to. So that is what's in this card in the Wheel of Fortune. The other signs that are also in this are Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius. So those signs may factor into your month. But the Wheel of Fortune is all about things turning in your favor. If things have been stagnant or if they just have been stalled out for a while, this is like, you know, saying finally they're going to start to turn. And the beautiful thing about this being connected with the Judgment card is that this is like your rebirth, your renewal, your phoenix from the ashes moment that you've just been waiting and waiting and waiting for. Because Scorpio, you go through those big death cycles in life. You know, you have a life and then it dies away, and like a phoenix, you know, you rise again. And so this could really be, for a lot of my Scorpios out there, a month of that rising again. And some of you have been waiting a really long time for that. So in the immediate past, we have this Two of Cups card, and this is all about soulmates, love connections, you know, things coming together, especially emotionally. So, and I'm getting a little light flashing on my camera. I forgot to change the battery out. So if this cuts out, I will be posting a second part to finish your reading. Just letting you know that, guys. All right, so on top of the Two of Cups, let's see what we have for you here. And look at that, we have the Strength card coming up on top of that. So for a lot of my Scorpios, this is definitely big lessons in love, huge places where you've really had to, you know, overcome things like jealousy, upset, hurt feelings, broken heart. You know, like the spirit, the symbol of spirit is the woman, and she's calming down that lion, which is that human emotion. And then, you know, for some of my Scorpios in the very immediate past, you know, you may have come into contact with somebody that either wakens your heart or is, you know, a very strong potential love or soul connection. So going into the immediate future, Scorpio, there's something you're gonna have to work through, and this may be part of what your healing process is this month, is that Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is all about you having to have picked up the pieces from the past where other people really let you down, didn't, you know, keep up their end of the bargain, and you literally were left holding the bag, or you had to pick up the pieces and be the one to walk away and continue going on the journey. And look at that Knight of Wands. So, you know, to me, with work and with, you know, effort, you can really move past this very quickly, because that Knight of Wands is very fiery. He's very bold. He's all about action and taking action and making, you know, forward progress very, very quickly. So my feeling is that some of y'all, it's like you are just tired of feeling those old hurts. You're tired of feeling those old feelings of being let down, and you're ready to just bust on out of that and move past it. On the undercurrent, what you're focused on in your subconscious is the Two of Coins. So you're really trying so much, very, very strongly right now, to balance. That is a major key right now. This is earthy energy. We are in the energy of Taurus, which is super earthy. So to me, this is a time of grounding. This is a time of balance for you, Scorpio. It's a very beautiful beginning, though. It's just really saying as well, take it one day at a time. Don't get too worried about the future. Don't get too worried about the immediate past either. Don't dwell on it too much, you know, other than what you have to do to work on healing it, because the sun is rising in that card, and you don't want to miss what's coming through in the moment. Ooh, and yes, the patience is important. Again, slow and steady wins the race here, Scorpio. So whatever it is that you are building, whatever it is that you've been putting in the ground, you know, just keep at it. Don't give up, because to me, that's all about, you know, putting those seeds in the ground and waiting for the harvest. So on the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit, beautiful Queen of Cups. That is your energy too. The Queen of Cups, I find, is the most strongly aligned with Scorpio. This can also be Cancer and Pisces, but I always feel it's Scorpio, because she always has, you know, the lid on top of that cup. She doesn't reveal every single little thing she's feeling right away. That's very Scorpio. She's very, very, you know, discerning with her emotions. This is also to me a queen of emotional healing, and using your intuition. This is really Spirit saying use your feminine intuition, you know, use your emotional depth. So let's see what comes up on top of her. Ooh, and it's as fast. This is a fast emotional healing. You're going to have to be very on your toes here to use that intuition this month, Scorpio, because the Eight of Wands is rapid movement, rapid communication. There's a lot of communication going on. That is what Spirit is saying, and it is of an emotional nature because of that Queen of Cups. So let's check out some advice for you and see what comes up. Ooh, very nice. All right, Scorpio. So suggested approach here is the 10 of Coins, 10 of Pentacles, which is a gorgeous card of abundance, beautiful endings, you know, that started with beautiful beginnings, right? It's like the happy ever after card. This is the security, the stability, the happy home, the stable relationship, the whole thing. You know, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo energy represented in this card, absolutely. So this is the suggested approach. Even if you don't currently feel that you have that stability or that outcome that you want, it is time to start acting as if you've already got it. It's a little bit of law of attraction-y kind of feeling, but that is what I feel from that. It's like, you know, that's what you're working towards, and that's really, you know, don't settle for less. Ooh, and look at that, Scorpio. Oh, 10 of Cups on top of 10 of Pentacles. So here's the water, here's the earth. So this is beautifully balanced. You know, this could be you potentially with an earth sign, or this is just you really feeling that balance, that peace, that contentment coming together. Beautiful combination there for, you know, how to approach this is really dig into the best parts of yourself to feel that stability and create that, you know, just build on that energy. What you need to know is, yes, there's a lot of new beginnings that are happening here. This Two of Wands is all about, see that door opening, right? This is fiery energy. This is Aries, Mars, just like that Knight of Wands, you know, going forward. So some of these things are happening over time. Some of them need patience, but other things are happening very quickly, because you have a lot of fire going on here too. And look at that Page of Cups yet again. Lots of emotional talking back and forth. I always call that, there's that cup with the fish. It's like a fishy phone. It's like, pick up that phone and give me a call. Sometimes Page of Cups can come in with an apology. Sometimes there can be somebody from your past that says, Scorpio, man, I messed up and I need to apologize for something. But in general, this is just, you know, loving messages going back and forth. So hopes and fears, Three of Swords. Oh, Scorpio, you don't want to get your heart broke again. This is the ultimate heartbreak card, right? You know, this is when somebody did you wrong, something didn't work out the way you wanted it to. Just like one of my favorite readers, Ramblin' Mike, I'm going to shake those swords right out of Scorpio's heart. Get on out of there. You don't want that. No, no heartbreak from us Scorpios. So yeah, hopes and fears. I mean, it's like you've been through it. You do not want to go through that pain again. The good thing about the hopes and fears is that they're not actualities. They're just our hopes and fears, guys. So, you know, I always say that whatever comes up around that, it's not always what